back to my channel. Subscribe button down below and the little dumbbell to make sure that you are notified every time I upload a video. And if you really like this, enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment down below.
Up next, I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade in the color dark brown. I'm just going to be following the original shape of my eyebrows just to keep the natural look on them and not do nothing too exaggerated over them. Just keep brushing them. Next, I'm going to be taking the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Cover Concealer in the number Y33. I'm going to be using this along with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Concealer Brush, and I'm going to be marking this along my eyebrows just to give it a nicer edge and make sure everything's cleaned up and take off any rough edges of my eyebrows. I'm trying to just go softly in between. I don't want it to look like if I just drew a concealer line above my eyebrows, it's not going to make it look natural. I'm going to be blending this after I do this down towards my eye and upwards towards my hairline, just to make sure it doesn't leave any rough patch or anything similar. I will also be continuing doing the same thing towards the other eyebrows just to make sure it's nice and clean. You don't want to have any rough lines above your eyebrows making it look uneven, because that's the whole point of doing this. It's going to make it look nice and clean and most importantly out of all, make it look more natural. Now taking this MAC primer, it is in the shade Painterly. I love this one because it really reassures my eyeshadow and it makes it stay on all day. I feel like it has a matte finish, which is awesome because you don't want your eyeshadow to be going off throughout half the day of your event or whatever it is that you're doing your makeup for. What I use to go in with it is my Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer brush. Once again, I just used a paper towel to wipe off any excess concealer that I had left over from when I was putting concealer on my eyebrows. What you really want to make sure is that you put this primer all over your eyelid, even all the way towards your eyebrow, just not getting on it, because if you do, you will have to go all over your eyebrow again with the Anastasia Beverly pomade that I had used. So just making sure that I get enough all over my eyelid, from all the way from where my eyelid actually starts to where it meets the eyebrow, because this will actually help your eyeshadow stay in place throughout all day without it going anywhere where it shouldn't be going. Next up, I'm going to be taking my finger and I'm going to be rubbing this all around my eyelid just so I can make sure that I got any spots that might be missing around and that I didn't miss anything. I'm going to be doing the same procedure up next for my next eye as well, and doing the same thing just once again just to reassure that I didn't miss any spots to prep for my eyeshadow, so my eyeshadow can last me all day and it won't fade away throughout the day or anything similar to that. After applying my primer, I will be setting my primer with this NYX color in the shade Vixen, just to reassure that it's easier for me to blend out my colors when applying them on my eyelid. After setting my primer, I'm going to be taking this beautiful Violet Voss Laura Lee palette. It's the gorgeous, most neutral colored palette. I am in love with it so much. I will be taking this beautiful shade onto my eyelid, and I'm going to be using the one called Mama Bird, and I'm going to be putting that on my crease just to make sure that it's all blended in. Next up, I'm going to be taking the color Fried and Britches, mixing those two together on top of the other color Mama Bird on my crease. Next up, I'm going to be taking the color Alabama on top. Now taking this e.l.f. brush, going to be using this lower than my crease just to get more precise with the color called Bubs. Using this It's Cosmetics brush just to blend in the color Bubs right into my crease. Now I will be going in with the color card Lardley and Tickled Pink, going in with my Urban Decay flat end brush in my inner corner, mix it in all the way into the center of my eyelid just to give it a little glam on my eyeshadow. Going back in with my IT Cosmetics brush, I'm just going to be blending that shimmer that I just applied just in the outer corners just to make sure it has a nice flow and doesn't have any hard edges. Now going in with my L'Oreal Carbon Black eyeliner, I'm going to be doing a soft, thin eyeliner so it won't take away any attention from the actual eyeshadow. Just trying to keep a natural one, nothing too dramatic on the eyeliner, just to make sure it looks nice and even. Now taking this e.l.f. Pore Filler Primer just to make sure that it primes my face before applying any heavy foundation. Next, I'm going to be taking this NARS Luminous Foundation in the color Medium Dark 1 in Syracuse, and I will be applying this with my Sephora stippling brush and making sure this gets an evenly tone all over my face. Next, I'm going to be taking this Radiant Creamy Concealer from NARS in the color Light 3 Honey, and I'm going to be applying this all below my under eyes just to cover any dark circles I may have, and or if you don't have any dark circles, you can also apply this just to get your under eye a little bit brighter. I will be using this damp mini beauty blender just to blend out any harsh lines of my concealer and make sure it could all fade away neutrally and beautifully for both eyes. Next, I'm going to be taking this Sonia Cast Hook brightening powder just to set in my under eyes, just to make sure it doesn't crease throughout the day. I'm going to be applying this in the bridge of my nose, under my nose, and on my forehead just to make sure everything stays put throughout the day. Next, I'm going to be taking this angled brush and my Tarte's contour palette. I'm going to be using the 1-3, and I'm going to be putting this all over the edges of where I would like to contour. And contouring is practically just hiding any places you really wouldn't want to match, or just to enhance the darkness in them, just to make sure you look on fleek, girl. I put this on the sides of my forehead and right on my cheeks, just to make sure that that's the most pop feature that I wanted to show. This palette, the Tarte's contour palette, smells like chocolate. I'm not sure if I'm craving it, but oh my god, I have it right in front of me right now and I just want to eat it. Now, taking a little bit of a fluffier angled brush, I'm going to be trying to blend out those harsh lines to make sure that they look more natural than what they do right now. You don't want to go out looking like a gingerbread cookie out to the world and making sure they laugh at you. So just blending whatever I have, which is on the sides of my dumbbells, on my forehead, and on the sides of my cheeks, just to give it a more natural, flawless look. Next up, I'm going to be taking my Sigma Large Powder F30 brush. I'm going to be using my 04 Glow Baked Bronzer from Milani, and I'm going to put that all over wherever it is that I contoured, just to give it a little more bronze look, since it is more on the tanner, fair side of my eyeshadow. I just want to make it look natural as AF. Next, taking the Sephora by Z palette, 2 colors from Anastasia Beverly Hills. The first one is Sienna, the next one's Blazing. I'm going to be using those with my pencil brush and just smoking that right back under my under eyes. Next, using my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide Iron pencil on my waterline, just to make my underline just pop out and make sure that it pops like a bee, girl. Next, taking my Tartelette and Bloom palette, I'm going to be taking 2 colors, the Activist color and Smoke Show, just to be filling any empty holes that are left in my eyebrows, because when you go in with your pomade, it doesn't all fill in necessarily evenly. So just to give it a nice and even look, just to give them cut and good eyebrows on fleek to fleek. Next, taking Ilore's Vlogger series in the style So Lovely. These were eyelashes created by Ann Lee. I'm going to measure and make sure that they fit my eye. If not, I'm going to have to cut them just to make sure that they won't be like hurting my eye throughout the process or throughout the whole day. Also applying some duo adhesive just to make sure that they maintain still and not move anywhere else throughout the whole day. You have to let them dry. Don't be impatient, because if you put them on after putting the glue, they will be falling off. It is guaranteed. I have a couple techniques on how to put on eyelashes a little bit easier. If you guys want a full tutorial on how to do that and how to maintain your eyelashes well kept and neat to make sure that you can reuse them a couple more times, just comment down below for me to be able to know and make that full tutorial for you lovely girls. Next, taking this Pro Longwear lip liner just in the color In Control, because I'm a bitch that's in control, to outline my lips and make sure that they pop and match the eye color, because I want it to be neutral AF. Next up, I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. From that glow, I'm going to be taking the color Golden Bronze and dripping in gold on the tip of my nose, on the bridge of it, on my Cupid's bow, rubbing that in just a little bit with my finger. Also taking that highlighter on the two sides of my cheeks. And by the way, the brush I'm using is the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter brush. I'm going to blend in with the big poofy one just so the highlighter won't look so big and exaggerated and just like a streak on my cheeks. And then gonna be taking the Urban Decay Naked Illuminated in the color Lit, because my highlight is lit as fuck. Then I'm gonna be cheering because of how hot I look. Left, right, up and down, dab, miss the dab. Ooh, 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 ah, 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 ooh, ah, girl, push it, ooh, drop it, look, ooh, walk, side, girl.
This is the finishing look, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed this makeup tutorial that I made. I know I said I was going to keep it natural and like natural dramatic type of thing, and I think I kept it in between the barriers. Natural, I know you guys are going to be like, how is this natural if you put a bunch of makeup on? I said natural. I didn't say like use no makeup, almost. And natural to me is just like using colors that are kind of blended in with your skin tone and that don't look too exaggerated. And I kept it in between the two. I'm gonna just zoom in a little just so you can see my eyes. Did you guys really enjoy this video? Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, do not forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you like this video. Click on the dumbbell as well so you can be notified whenever I upload a video, and leave a beautiful comment down below if you really think that I should do a different look, something similar, or what I should be doing up next. Thank you guys, and I love you guys so much. Have a nice day.